Welcome. Joe Volpe, publisher of Corriere Canadese, North America's only Italian-language daily newspaper, on behalf of Go Live TV and Corriere Media Group with the comment of the day. It's an editorial, it's a little philosophical, but very germane to the issues of the day today on SNC-Lavalin, the state of government and governance in Canada. So, to the issue of the day. Now, it's entitled The Waning of Trudeau's Liberal Movement. People instinctively look for structure where they can be validated through their contribution and their work towards both individual and collective goals, sometimes with the aid and assistance of others. Their efforts are cumulative. Those efforts take shape, forms, rules, and these transcend time and movable standards. And they serve as reference points, measuring sticks, against which to determine progress or regression. Individual dignity and self-worth are assessed in the context of that shape, that structure, or that party. Movements, on the other hand, tend to be byproducts of one's individual sense of the world. They're emotive and reliant on the charisma of its principle and guiding personality. Good or bad, everyone else is merely a part of the herd, a drinker of the Kool-Aid, hangers-on. They're there for the moment. Movements are ephemeral by nature, and rarely do they end well. When and if they do end well, they are filed as exceptions rather than a rule, and in the main, they spawn tribalism, racism, division, and violence. Look at the impact in modern history of charismatic-type movements which generated the likes of Hitler, Mao Zedong, Ho Chi Minh, the Khmer Rouge, Stalin, etc., or fueled people like them. Yet contemporary political leaders continually associate the term movement to convey a sense of greater importance for what they do. Le Pen in France, Salvini in Italy, Farage in England, Erdogan in Turkey, and closer to home, Trump and Trudeau. Both of the latter two have lost key elements in their inner circles, ministers, who were essential icons, testament to the vision the leader wanted to project for the movement. Moreover, in and of themselves, those ministers reflected the trust factor that, in the public's view, differentiates the leader from simple charlatans. Unlike Trump, who had to convince the party that he absorbed that he actually is a real deal, Trudeau inherited a political structure whose survival in the past was guaranteed by ideas, programs, and competent managerial styles. Yes, there were difficulties. The public knew how to punish and seek retribution. But there's never a question of the organizational values whose compendium was and is the foundation of a structure that invites adherence, participation, and loyalty. Movements provide none of the three. They are merely flavor of the week, whose tasters dissipate like snow in the warm spring air. That's coming. Yet Trudeau started his meeting and rally on the Danforth on Monday night with a hearkening to our movement. Everyone else was awaiting an act of contrition, an outline of measures that he was taking to clean house, and a call to arms in defense of his own party's values and accomplishments. How ironic. His MPs collected on stage had a look of disinterest or were busy texting or retweeting snippets of videos that they were taking live. Contrast that with the experience of the Partito Democratico, the PD in Italy, on Sunday, when close to 1.6 million party members left their homes to cast a ballot, a physical ballot, for the new party secretary general. The PD, only 2 years ago, was led by a promising, energetic, ebullient, competent young leader and prime minister who lost the confidence of his party, the government, and the public. Is the PD party experiencing a revival after the trouncing it received in last year's election? We don't know. But Trudeau should examine the parallels before he and his party, not the movement, suffer the fate being lived by the five-star movement in Italy today. Interest is waning and it's disappearing. Joe Volpe for Corriere Canadese and Go Live TV, thanking you for watching. Asking you to stay tuned for the version in Italian, subsequently in Portuguese. Follow us online and on all social media. Up to a few minutes.